there's no denying it's been a very tough season for South Carolina. A year after making the NCAA tournament for the first time in 7 years, the Gamecocks finished at the bottom of the SEC standings and head into this week's SEC tournament in Nashville, Tennessee, needing to do what is basically going to be considered impossible. And that would be winning 5 games over the next 5 days just to make the tournament as an automatic bid, which would mean they'd have to win the SEC championship. And that process starts tomorrow afternoon against the Arkansas Razorbacks, a team that just 10 days ago, back in Columbia on March 1st, the Gamecocks took care of pretty swiftly, winning that game 72-53, and were led by Colin Murray-Boyles, who had 35 points. Nick Pringle nearly had a double-double with 18 points and 9 rebounds, and played very well defensively. Anytime you can hold a team to 53 points is impressive, but the manner in which South Carolina did it, holding Arkansas to just 14 points at the break on 12.5% shooting, stuff like that doesn't happen too often, to where you can play that level of defense and feel comfortable enough to have a 20-point lead at the break and feel like you can hold on to it. And that's exactly what the Gamecocks did on that day. But that was then, and this is now. And the overall game plan is not going to change for South Carolina, according to head coach Lamont Paris. It's more so going to be do what worked so well in that game, but also prepare for any adjustments that Arkansas inevitably makes. And you talk about winning 5 games in 5 days, that is no small task. It's going to be, the odds are going to be stacked against South Carolina, no doubt. And that is why, according to star player Colin Murray-Boyles, the team does not feel that much pressure. They feel like they have nothing to really lose, because obviously if they lose tomorrow, the season's over. But if they win, they live to fight another day, would play on Thursday in the second round of the tournament, and who knows what happens from there. Crazy things happen in March, as we are all well aware. But Paris said it does not matter if South Carolina does not play well in this game. And they have notably not been very good away from the comforts of home this year. John Calipari did say after that first matchup, Arkansas's head coach, that if South Carolina played all of its games at home this season, they would be a top 10 team in the country. You look at their record away from home, they only have 1 win on their schedule, and that came all the way back in December against Boston College in the SEC ACC Challenge. So this is a neutral site, Bridgestone Arena. It's an early tip, 1 p.m. on SEC Network tomorrow, the first game of the tournament. So we'll see how the crowd looks, but maybe that plays a little bit better for South Carolina, as they are coming off a tough loss at Tennessee, but they showed some strides playing pretty well on the road against a top 5 team in the country, a potential 1 seed going into the NCAA tournament, depending on what Tennessee does this week out in Nashville. So we will have all coverage and live updates on GamecockCentral.com throughout however long South Carolina is here at the SEC tournament. You can expect to see me here too, and I will be providing as much in-depth coverage as I can on GamecockCentral.com, which is where you can find everything you need to know about the SEC men's basketball tournament. So again, South Carolina begins the first round matchup with Arkansas at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon on SEC Network, and I will be here in Nashville, Tennessee, providing all live coverage and updates. So that's going to do it for now from Bridgestone Arena. For GamecockCentral.com, I'm Jack Veltri.